Hello, brothers and sisters. I come to bring the word to you. And first and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Most High, higher, which is in heaven. Bashem Yeshaya, Arawak. And I want to proclaim to you, brothers and sisters, who are still in the dark and not living in the truth, meaning still in these Christian religions that the Most High don't want us a part of. And the Islamic religions. I'm gonna explain to you in a minute. Um, because first and foremost, the word Christian was no more than a label they gave the apostles. When the apostles came to teach, they labeled the apostles. They said those the Christians. So Christian was a label they gave the apostles because they followed Christ. All right? And when Israel fell, they took the word Christian, turned it to Christianity, slapped the wooden cross at the forefront, called it Christianity. All right? So the word Christian is really a label. They made it into a religion. All right? So right now, I want to identify the 12 tribes of Israel that's written in this Bible. All right? So I'm going to go to Deuteronomy 28, verse 1. I'm going to go to Joel. I'm going to go to... go to I'm gonna go to Joel chapter 3 verse 6. That's a precept to Deuteronomy. Okay, I'm gonna go to Deuteronomy 28 verse 1. Okay. Okay, this is Deuteronomy 28 verse 1 is right before all the laws that he gave us. All right, so I'm gonna start at 28 verse 1. I mean, it's after for the laws from Deuteronomy 27, all the laws or commandments the Most High gave us. Right? So with these laws he gave the Israelites came with blessings and it came with curses. Okay, it came with blessings if we follow diligently and obey the laws and commandments of the Most High. And it came with a curse if we disobey the laws and commandments of the Most High. All right, so I'm going to go with the blessings first. Let's start at Deuteronomy 28, verse 1. And I'm using this. It's like a magnifying glass because I don't have any glasses and I can't see small words. So this is more like a magnifying glass. See? That make you see the words more clearly. All right? So, 20 verse 1. Now it shall come to pass, if you shall diligently obey the voice of the Lord your God, to observe carefully all his commandments, which I command you today, that the Lord your God will set you high above all the nations of the earth. And all these blessings shall come upon you and overtake you, because you obey the voice of the Lord your God. So he said he will put us above all the nations of the face of the earth if we obey the laws and commandments of God. Okay? And I'm going to skip to I'm gonna skip to okay, so I'm gonna skip to verse 15. Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass if you do not obey the voice of the Lord your God to observe and fully to observe and, and carefully all his commandments. Say, but it shall come to pass if you do not obey the voice of the Lord your God to observe carefully all his commandments and his statutes, which I command you today, that all these churches will come upon you and overtake you. All right? It said, cursed shall you be in the city, and cursed shall you be in the country. Cursed shall be your basket and your kneading bowl. Cursed shall be the fruit of your body and the produce of your land, the increase of your cattle and the offspring of your flocks. Cursed shall you be when you come in. Cursed shall be when you go out. The Lord will send you. The Lord will send you cursing, confusion. Say, the Lord will send on you cursing, confusion, and rebuke in all that you set your hand to do. All right? Until you are destroyed and until you perish quickly because of the wickedness of your doings in which you have forsaken me. Because we have a jealous God. All right? The Most High of Israel is a jealous God. He will have no other God before him. He will take you out of here first. All right? The Lord will make the plague cling to you until he has consumed you from the land which you are going to possess. The Lord will strike you with consumption, with fever and inflammation, and severe burning fever, with the sword, with scorching. All right? So all these curses is coming upon us. And these are the curses of the 12 tribes of Israel that I'm going through. There's different tribes that's going through these curses now, mind you. These curses put here for us for a sign. We look at these curses and we're going to know who we are according to the Bible. All right? So I'm going to go to verse 32. Okay, I'm going to go start at verse 31. Okay, Deuteronomy 28, verse 31. Your ox shall be slaughtered before your eyes, but you shall not eat of it. Your donkey shall be violently taken away and from before you, and shall not be restored to you. Your sheep shall be given to your enemies. You shall have no one to rescue them. Your sons and your daughters shall be given to another people, and you shall look and fail. And said, your sons and your daughters shall be given to another people, and your eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long. And there shall be no strength in your hand. And right there, that's talking about the tribe of Judah. Because of slavery, when they sold us, they sold our family. They split up our family. All right? So we was in the auction blocks with our families. Well, they're like a strong boy. I want her. I want him. No, that's my son. No, don't take him. Please. That was us. We ain't had no strength in our hands. We was in slavery. They sold our sons and our daughters off. All right? That's what they talking about right here. Okay? A nation whom you have not known shall eat the fruit of your land and the produce of your labor. And you shall be only oppressed and crushed continually. So you shall be driven and mad because of the sight which your eyes see. The Lord will strike you in the knees and on the legs with severe boils. Okay. So these are all the curses the Lord sent upon the 12 tribes of Israel. See, these boils, they say, describing another nation. All right? So the Lord will strike you in the knees and on the legs with severe boils which cannot be healed, and from the sole of your foot to the top of your head. The Lord will bring you and the king whom you set over you to a nation which neither you not your fathers have known, and there you shall serve other gods, wood and stone. Remember I was telling you about when the Israelites fell, when Israel fell, they took the word Christian, slapped the cross at the forefront, slapped the wooden cross at the forefront, and called it Christianity. That's what it is. Right here it says, okay? And it said, and there you shall serve other gods, wood and stone. Wood represent the Christian religion. Stone represent Islam, because they served the Kaaba stone in Mecca. There's a fallen meteor that they housed in a sculpted stone. All right? So they sculpted a housing around the meteor and they shaped it like a vagina and they stick their heads in there and kiss it. All right? So that's the stone. Serve other gods, wood and stone. Christianity and Islam. Those are the two religions our brothers and sisters are in till this day. All right? Wood and stone. So that's telling you something, sisters and brothers. Come on out those religions. You're not Christian. You're not Islamic. You are not the seed of Ishmael. And Christians, you are not the seed of the Edomites. Because the Edomites took the word Christian, the label that they labeled our forefathers, the apostles, well, the followers of Christ, they labeled them Christians. And when we fell, they took that and made the Christian religion. The Edomites did that. All right? When Constantine was in rulership. So, come out those Christian religions. You are not Christian and you are not Muslims. You are Israelites. All right? When you're in those religions, you're serving other gods. I'm just telling you right here, wood and stone. All right? All right? And it says, okay, I'm going to jump down to verse 43. Okay, Deuteronomy 28, verse 43. And it said, the alien who is among you shall rise higher and higher above you, and you shall come down lower and lower. All right? So the aliens that's among us, which are the Edomites, the Arabs, you know, the Hamites, the Chinese, Japheth. They are Japheth. They come in, set up these Chinese stores. They rising higher and higher above us. They come and set up these Chinese stores and these gas stations. The Arabs set up these gas stations at Dunkin' Donuts, and they hire their people. All right? They're rising higher and higher above us. And we going lower and lower. All right? And he shall lend to you, but you shall not lend to him. He shall be the head, and you shall be the tail. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon you, and pursue and overtake you until you are destroyed, because you did not obey the voice of the Lord your God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded you. And they shall be upon you for a sign and a wonder, and on your descendants forever. So these curses, my sisters and brothers, will be a sign for us. So you wondering, well, why I can't make it out here? Why I can't prosper? Why every time I open up a business, it don't prosper? Nobody supports me. That's a sign, my brother, that you are not cursed. And you look at this Bible, you see these curses. Oh, no wonder I can't prosper out here. I'm under a curse. That come back to the laws and commandments and follow them. Observe them. All right? And do your best to follow them. There's people out there that are not following the laws purposely. All right? I have people out here that want to follow the law, but can't. Because their jobs don't permit them to. Like keeping the Sabbath holy. Some people that can't get off on Saturday, on the Sabbath, because their job won't admit them to. If you keep on taking off on Saturday or on a Sabbath, you're going to get fired. So there's people that can't help. They want to on all their heart to keep the Sabbath, but they can't. All right? Let's not talk about those people. It's talking about people that's purposely that's not following the laws. You off on Saturday, you still not observing the Saturday. You still not observing the Sabbath day. You still going to church on Sunday. You still keeping Sunday holy. You know you're Israelites, but you still going to church on Sunday. I mean, you ain't fully woken up. The preacher you heard keep on seeing Israel, but you ain't recognizing who you really are. All right? So I'm going to go to verse 68. This is going to describe Judah and the tribe of Benjamin and Levi. Those are the last tribes that was left and flee into in Africa in 70 AD. They ran from Roman persecution in 70 AD. They fled in Africa. And this is the curse. All right? This is the curse of the house of Judah. Which most of the curses are still displaying the house of Judah, but this is the curse that is going to signify, with no question, that we is it. That we are it. We are the Israelites. Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. And the Lord will take you back to Egypt in ships, by the way of which I said to you, you shall never see it again. And there you shall be offered for sale to your enemies as male and female slaves, but no one will buy you. All right? So he said that he would take us back to Egypt again in ships. All right? Egypt meaning the house of bondage. Because Moses saved us from Egypt before, when he brought us out of Egypt. When the Lord God told him to get his people. And we was in Egypt, in the house of bondage, serving slavery in Egypt. So he said, and the Lord would take you back to Egypt again in ships, by the way thereof, which I said to you, you shall never see it again. So we would never see it our land again. So why is these people in Israel right now claiming to be Jewish, claiming to be us? The Lord said we would never see our land again. So why they over there claiming a land that is not theirs? The Lord said we would never see our land again. All right? And this is the New King James Version. That's why the words is breaking it down a little bit more. All right? It just says slaves instead of buying women and buying women. All right? Which they should not be changing the words in the Bible at all. But I got the King James Version because this was the New King James Version because this was the only one that was available at the time. All right? So I'm reading out the New King James Version. And the Lord shall take you and the Lord will take you back to Egypt in ships, by the way of which I said to you, you shall never see it again. And there you shall be offered for sale to your enemies as male and female slaves, but no one will buy you. I mean, no one will be able to save us out of our captivity. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel in the land of Moab. All right? So these are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel in the land of Moab. That's telling you, the blacks in America. All right? The Benjamites, the tribe of Benjamin. The Levites, the tribe of Levi. We are the children of Israel, the Bible speaks of. There's nobody in history that was taken into captivity on cargo slave ships. Nobody in history. And that is history and a fact that is written in history of our slavery. It was transported on slave ship. That's the Atlantic slave trade. There's no question about that. You can't argue about that. You can't deny that. You can't say we got a good argument. Because it's not a good argument. It's the truth. All right? I see a lot of Christian leaders, oh, they got a good argument. No, it's not a good argument. It's the truth, my brother. You got to recognize that and understand that. We are the children of Israel. Period. Well, I'm going to go to Joel 3 and 6. A precept. Joel 3 and 6. All right. Joel 3 and 6, where I got enough time, because I don't got enough time in this